most of us already seen, the crash that Jett had going through that section at Hangtown, which was a new section. I know I've already heard Stu talk about it. I've heard a few people talk about it, but that was a huge surprise for me watching that happen. Jett, he seems like he's a tough dude. His bike got a little crossed up, but what I really want to dial in on is this right here. When he cased that, you've seen his bike how it cross rutted at that point. But dude, that was a hit from hell, in my opinion. I'm thinking like the breath was probably knocked out of him. And I know he wears, all the protective stuff you're supposed to wear, but there ain't much you can do to protect yourself from a hit to the groin like that right there. Because looking at that kid, it looks like his helmet hits the bars, his legs are already coming off, he's floating. That rebound off of that had him floating. I mean, he was basically at a rodeo at that point. And he was pissed off, man. The kid was pissed off. They did a little interview before their second moto, and he's talking about, he feels like crap, but, he still has to go out there and do work. So, he lost his streak. A lot of little things like that happened for Jett right there. But I think it's still a big deal. Kid got up, still did his race. A lot of people wanted to see this happen to him. I don't know why people are like that, but they wanted to see him go down. This is not how I wanted it to happen. I wanted Chase Sexton to do what Chase did later in that moto and come back from behind to get the win. But crazy stuff, man. Seeing Jett, case that off the start, and a lot of people said maybe he didn't make the best decision doing it on the first lap. Um, Maybe he had that on lock, which you don't see Jett make moves like that. You don't. He's a wise rider, so it was very surprising to see him make that type of mistake. And it kind of ruined his day at Hangtown for sure. But still, yet got up, rode his race, did his thing. So glad to see the kids walking up, and he's golden.